I have a problem. I brought my new collapsible background to a shoot that I was really excited to play with. I got the other one in the bag, but for some reason this one I can't figure out how to do it again. So I figured I would film it so you can watch me struggle. Closer than I got the last time I tried it. Oh my gosh, yes. So okay, so you know that feeling where you're sweating and nothing is going right and it's making things worse and you're sweating even more and you're like nervous and everything is just not going right? That is how I felt trying to put that collapsible backdrop away. And thankfully that was a shoot that I was just doing as a collaboration with a really cool floral designer. Her name's Stacy. I will definitely put a link to her website below. Oh man. Definitely is really good to get a lot of practice with your equipment before you go into like the really high pressure shoots, because thankfully she is also a fellow photographer and we were just having a fun time trying to figure out how to put the first one away and we got it. But then when I tried to do the second one by myself, I was struggling so hard. And I said, you know what, let me film this because it's important to just be authentic. And it's easy to just put up a highlight reel on Instagram of like, oh wow, look how cool this shoot is. But sometimes things just don't always go exactly how you want them to, and that was one of those times. So, but the shoot itself is amazing, and Stacy's work was phenomenal, and we tried 4 different backdrops for the floral design that she arranged, and the first one was pink, and then blue, and then white, and then the black one was like pièce de résistance. I think I said that wrong, but I'm going with it. It made everything pop like so much. So I'm really excited to post that one on Instagram, and I will definitely, anyway, it was a really, really fun morning, and that collapsible backdrop was just giving me such a fit. But it actually, the quality of it is really, really high. So if you're thinking about getting the Kate collapsible backdrop, this is not sponsored, but the quality is really high. You just need to practice putting it away because that is a pain in the butt. So yeah, but it's like really thick. The fabric's really thick, and the part that goes around it is really sturdy. So that's part of why it's harder to put away, because it's just very like, it's a sturdy backdrop. So if you want good quality and sturdy, it's great. Just make sure you know how to fold it up when it comes time to shoot. Because I imagine if that had been something where I only had like 10 minutes to get the shot and I had to pack everything up and be out in time for the person's next meeting, like I would have had to roll out of there with a 5 foot by 6.5 foot backdrop just like under my arm and deal with it out of my car. And that's not the look that I want. So I'll be practicing more with that, but it turned out really cool and I can't wait to show you. So now I'm gonna go get some lunch and go visit my grandmother in the nursing home, and then I'm gonna go home and edit. So, okay, I'm trying to be kind of inconspicuous when I film, so I'm breaking like all of the rules of camera angles and filming like the least flattering angles. But so the whole reason that I decided to start filming my day today was because I've been watching a lot of Casey Neistat videos, and he takes everyday mundane things and turns them into really cool stories. And Casey lives in New York City, and he actually lived in New York City at the same time that I lived in New York City previously, and I used to watch his vlogs all the time, and I always just kind of thought like, there's no way I could make my day seem that interesting. Well, I just had to throw up in the bathroom because I have this problem where the food gets stuck sometimes, and I don't want to go into like gory detail, but the only way to get it to stop is to actually go in the bathroom and like throw up, and then I like restart, and then I'm fine, I can eat, and it's like nothing happened. So if any doctors out there know what's up with that and put that in the comments, like definitely. I don't know how people do this all the time. Because you really look like a crazy person when you're filming yourself and talking to yourself while you're eating alone. So far, my day has consisted of not being able to put my collapsible backdrop away, throwing up in a Kava bathroom, and also left out the part where my cat ate a squirrel and left it in the garage. But I didn't want to be late to my shoot, so thankfully my husband was coming home right at the same time I was leaving, and he was able to clean it up. He wins the best husband ever award for that, for sure. So it has been a day, and I am now interested to see where the rest of this day leads me. So I guess follow along. High points of today: my cat threw up, I threw up, and had a great shoot where I couldn't get my collapsible backdrop back up. So far we're off to a really good start. And next I'm off to visit my 97-year-old grandmother in the nursing home. And honestly, her life story really motivates me, but it doesn't always motivate me in the warm fuzzy kind of way. It motivates me more in the way of lessons learned of what not to do. And that's kind of a bummer. But I'm just gonna go ahead and say that sometimes people are put into your life to teach you how you can be better, and sometimes people are put into your life to show you how to be. If the lesson can be learned, it's that eventually you'll be 97 and in a nursing home and you won't be able to go do the things. So if I make it to 97, I want to know that I did all the things and made a life worth living. So yeah, I'm gonna go visit my grandma. Yeah. Alright, so what advice would you have for someone who's 20 years old and just getting started in life?
Be determined and honest and sincere, so you don't have to go back and repeat something that you didn't do. Always help people you can, and be considerate. Be considerate of everyone.
What advice do you have about saving money?
Don't spend it.
It's good advice. Very simple, but that's pretty much the basics.
Yeah, just don't spend it, that's right. I think about having chicken salad sandwiches I did not eat.
How much was a chicken salad sandwich back then?
50 cents.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a bargain.
But my friend Billy called me, we all want to go out and eat. I don't know, I didn't need to go out and eat. I had to eat that Wall Street Journal.
You had to eat the Wall Street Journal. It doesn't sound very tasty.
And she said, Jackson, that Wall Street Journal is your Bible. I said, you're probably very right.
So I just got done visiting my grandma. We spent about an hour and a half together, and I struggle with knowing how much of my personal life to put out there because it's not just my story, it's also my grandmother's story, and a large part of my life is also my husband's story, and stuff with my grandmother is also my mom's story and my uncle's story. I didn't film her walking to her chair because I don't think that's how she would necessarily wanted to be want to be represented, because for the first 96 years of her life, she prided herself so much on being independent. So I almost wish that I had filmed it, because she had a fall back in December and really we almost lost her then. That was tough, but watching her stick in there and fight to try to walk again and get strong again, it has been really inspiring, because if at 97 she's wheelchair bound but saying, I am gonna get up and walk again, and she was determined, so she stood up from her wheelchair halfway across the room and walked over to the recliner, and she just said, this is what I'm living for, is just trying to walk again. And that just really made me think, like, what am I living for? I can walk, and what am I using it for now? So makes you think, makes you want to just go home and do all the work, you know, live your purpose while you can, because life is short. Even if you're here for 97 years, it's still the amount of time we have to make an impression and make an impact on people around us. It's actually, the time's very short. So anyway, that was my visit with my grandmother, and now I'm gonna go pick up our farm share box from Junction City Farm. I'm really excited, so I guess I'll share more of that and what's in the box. The unboxing. I feel like an idiot, period. I stopped by the house to pick up our extra crop box, and guess what I left at the house? Oh my gosh. I literally stopped by the house to pick up the crop box. And now I have no crop box because I did not pick up the crop box that I stopped by my house to pick up before I came to pick up the new crops. Elaine, kid, are you ready to see what's in the crop box? It does smell good, doesn't it? Don't think I'm too crazy because I am filming. Well, I can edit.
I'll make it so you can't eat it.
So these are green onions, garlic scapes. Oh my gosh.
You should probably start over.
I'll just edit it out. Hey, this is a vlog. This is life unscripted. Is that dill? Whoa. I think that's the red leaf kale. Another spring salad mix. Collards. Peas. Oh my gosh. AJ, look at the size of these turnips. Gorgeous lettuce. Oh my gosh. And broccoli. Broccoli. Oh my gosh. And that's it.